So we're going to start off by introducing who's all in charge of this. But before that, I just wanted to appreciate you guys for all being here. I know you guys had to fit this into your schedule, and this means a lot for doing this. And I'm really excited for this club, and we're all really excited. So yeah, we're excited to see what happens. We'll start off with the introduction. I'm Olivia Trop, the student body president.
I'm Romy Lemmy. I'm your student body secretary.
I'm Bella Wickman. I'm your student body treasurer.
I'm Audrey Dixon. I'm the student body historian.
And then the two people, a part of admin, who made this all happen are also here. And if they could also introduce themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Montoya. So it's so good to see you guys. And really our SBO leadership made this happen. So we're so happy to have all of you guys a part of this.
Hi, I'm Mr. Blondin. I'm the activities director. I think this is going to be really cool, so I really appreciate you all being here.
Yay. Okay, so we'll get started. We are taking minutes on an agenda, and that will be released at the end of this meeting as well. So whoever wants to see what we talked about can also see that. Just as a reminder, that was attached to the first Google form that you signed to actually apply. There was a freshman buddy expectations, guidelines type thing that we hope you guys looked at. And it just outlines the expectations for this whole group, what we expect you guys to do, the behavioral type stuff, and like how often to talk to your buddy. And if you need that again, just let us know and we can give that to you. Yeah. But first, we'll just start off by mentioning the GroupMe. We set up a GroupMe today. If you guys could sign up for that, that'd be awesome. That's probably going to be our main source of communication rather than email because it doesn't really work for everyone. But GroupMe does. So yeah, sign up for that, please. That'd be awesome. And also there were some people who, when they signed up on the Google form, gave the wrong email. I'm sure it was just like mistyped or something. So if you know someone who that happened to them, and they have questions about acceptance and stuff, just let one of the student body officers know and we can get that figured out. And yeah, and add them to the email list or add them to the GroupMe, whatever works for them. So yeah, now that that's all out of the way, we could talk a little bit about buddy pair expectations and what the whole thing is going to look like. I can start with that, and then the other SBOs can do the other topics we have planned throughout as well. So what we have overall is just under 500 freshmen with about 120 flight trainers. So that's about a 1-to-4 ratio. So each flight trainer will be getting about 4 freshmen to have as buddies. So yeah, that's what it's going to be looking like. Of course, there may be some freshmen who may join like later in the year that may need a buddy, but for now, that 1-to-4 ratio is what we're planning on. And we are planning on you guys being paired after school starts. Seeing as we try to get as many freshmen signed up on the freshman ID day, but you know, we could only grab so many. So we're hoping that their teachers could tell them to sign the interest form on the first day of school. And after that, we can get you guys paired with your buddy. And the whole goal is for you and your buddy to be paired according to what either of your application looks like. So let's say if you are really strong in math subjects, your buddy would probably maybe struggle in those subjects. You guys could be put together and you could help them in whatever they need. Or if you have the same interests in like TV shows or something, yeah, that's hopefully how we're going to be pairing you guys. There's a lot of freshmen to go to, and there's also a lot of older freshman flight trainers to go through. So we're going to get that done as quickly as possible, hopefully by the first week-ish of school. And the expectations of talking with your buddy is you're expected to talk or chat digitally with them at least once a week. So whether that be just like a, hey, how's it going? type of thing at least once a week. That's what we expect. And we also, if you guys are both comfortable, of course, in the midst of social distancing, this thing is kind of hard, but we'd encourage meeting with your buddy in person maybe once a month. And it is not mandatory whatsoever. But, you know, if you guys can share that in-person opportunity, that'd be great. And yeah, and hopefully when restrictions loosen, hopefully by the second semester, you could start to meet with your buddy in person once a month more often. And this is included for all buddies as well, just to keep in mind. And one thing we just want to make clear is that you're a friend to your freshman buddy, and the whole point is for you to support them and do things friends do. And we want to avoid this like teacher role that you have to fill. You know, this is all about reinforcing upperclassmen to freshman friendships and making their first year of high school a little easier than what most freshman years are like, especially in the midst of all this, you know, technological stuff and all this isolation. We really want the freshmen to feel as included in their El Dorado community as possible. And we think you guys are one of the best ways to do that, for you to connect with them, to talk to them, you know, just make them feel better. That's all we ask. And try to avoid making it feel like it's something you signed up for, if that makes sense. You know, like, while you guys are like the best examples and want to be in this position, we also want them to feel like you want to be here too, if that makes sense. So yeah, just creating those friendships, trying to talk to them as often as possible. And yeah, we just hope this is a successful group that you guys will all love to be a part of, and we'll get you grouped with or paired with your buddies as soon as possible. Yeah. And Romy can take over the next one.
I wasn't unmuted, but next we're just gonna mention to you guys that later on, obviously it's hard with restrictions right now, but eventually we'd like to have some sort of events involving all of the upperclassmen buddies and the freshman buddies. So just, I guess, keep that in mind for the future. And we would really love if everyone could like come to those events with their buddies, and we're totally willing to take suggestions. If you guys have any now, that would be super great. Or if you think of them later, just feel free to let any of the SBOs know, and we'll totally take them into account and get those going as soon as we can. So just keep that in mind for the future, guys.
And those events can be anything from like a virtual lunch day to like a Netflix party type of thing. You know, and we hope that you guys can give input on what you would like those events to be, because, you know, this club is all about you guys. So yeah, give us suggestions. You can, ideally, if you could give us suggestions now on what those events would look like, that'd be awesome.
Okay, and so next is SOAR Day, and that is going to be next Tuesday, August 11th. And we would love for you guys to help us. We are going to have these breakout sections with the counselors, and we would love some of you guys to be there to help answer some questions. And it's going to be like a super relaxed environment where you're just like telling them about your experiences and any like answers that will help them along the way. There aren't a bunch of spots open, so it's going to be first come, first serve. And you just have to contact any of the SBOs, and we can give you more information once we know. And yeah.
So yeah, with SOAR Day being virtual, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. And I think those face-to-face connections would be really helpful. So yeah, if you guys want to sign up, let us know.
Got me up now. So one thing I wanted to talk to you all about is every freshman is going to be assigned to one of you as their upperclassmen buddies. So you may actually end up with a situation where some of your buddies are a little bit reluctant to take on this connection. And that's just natural, guys. I want you guys to do your best to still work with those people. You know, if they're like, I'm not interested in being a buddy, maybe you take a week off and you don't reach out that week, but then you come back the next week and just say, hey, I know that you had said this, but I still want to check in on you. Like, just troubleshoot with us, work with your SBOs, with Miss Montoya, if that starts to happen, so that we can help still maintain those connections. Some of these freshmen are going to be incredibly nervous, anxious, confused, and their first reaction may be to just shut down and say, I don't want a buddy. But we want to help make sure that that doesn't happen and still give them that opportunity that we know will be good for them. Another issue that I want to bring up is you may encounter a situation where you don't know how to handle something with your freshman buddy. Maybe you guys are getting close and they text you something that is completely out of your realm. Maybe it's a mental health issue. Maybe it's something they're struggling with at home. If anything happens, you just need to come to me, to Miss Montoya, or to one of the counselors. Everybody knows this buddy system is going on. We don't expect you to try to handle that stuff in a bubble on your own. So we are here for support and anything that you guys need. So we know that weird situations are going to come up. We've never done this before. I don't know any school that has done this before. So we're kind of the trailblazers and the trendsetters. So you guys are on the ground floor making this happen. I'm going to go ahead and put my cell phone number in the chat in a bit, so that if something does come up that's an emergency, you guys can text me right away. And I think that's all I have at the moment.
Miss Montoya, if you'd like to add anything now, you totally could.
Yeah, so thanks, guys. And those of you guys that are eating, your food looks really delicious. So you guys just made me really hungry. So I just wanted to thank you guys. There have been no other high schools that have done this. And there are other schools that are reaching out to us that want to know how to do this, because they know that your influence is going to make a huge difference in the lives of our incoming freshmen. So we look forward to seeing that impact that you all are going to make. As Mr. Blondin said, if you need us for anything, please reach out. If you start to feel overwhelmed with everything, and then all of a sudden you have buddies that you're mentoring, let us know. We're here for you as well. And together we can make this work. So don't feel like you're alone in this, because we are all going to troubleshoot and problem solve and work this out together. And together we're strong. And as Mr. Blondin is going to put his phone number in the chat, I'm going to give you my Google Voice number just because I get tons of calls anyway. So I'll go ahead and get that set up. So y'all have a good rest of your summer, and we'll be in touch. Okay? And then when we are back to school, you guys come and see us in the 9th grade academy. All right? We need some coolness there. We need some coolness over there also. All right. That's it.
And Audrey, our historian, is going to let you know some other ways you could reach out to us other than just our email.
All right, so all the SBOs are going to also put their phone numbers. You can use that to send in any ideas you have for us, or to confirm that you want to help with Sorte. Or you can also, if you don't want to text us personally, you can DM the Eldorado Instagram, which is EldoradoHS_Eagles, and I'll put that in the chat along with all our phone numbers. But just let us know if we can help you with anything, or if you have any ideas for us to take into account. And yeah, thank you.
So yeah, those are all the topics of today's meeting. But if you guys want to talk, or if you guys have any questions, or if you have any ideas of events we could do, now's the time to ask those or mention those, and we would encourage all of that so we can get the first few steps out of the way. And you could just say it.